Hey guys, today we're going to see the container with most water problem, which is the problem number 11 in LeetCode, which is a medium problem. And it's actually quite easy. So given n non-negative integers a1, a2, an where each represents a point at coordinate I, I, and vertical lines are drawn such that two endpoints of the line I is at I, I, and I, 0. Find two lines which together with x-axis forms a container such that the container contains the most water and will not slant the container and n is at least 2. So let's look at this example given. So each of these vertical lines is represented by this array given below, right? 1, 8, 6, 2, 5, 4, 8, 3, 7. And in this case, the maximum area of water blue section is the container, which can contain 49. So if you can actually look at this blue section, the smaller bar actually dictates the area, right? Because the water is liquid and you cannot store something on top of the bar, smaller bar. So height of the smaller bar is the height of this area. And what is the width? Right, so this total length of the array is actually 9, and this is at position 8, and this is at position 1. So 8 minus 1 is going to give us the width. So 8 minus 1 is 7, so 7 into 7 is going to be 49. So height is nothing but the height of the smaller bar among these two, 8 comma 7, which is 7. And into R minus L, we'll be just using the two-pointer approach. So what you'll do is you'll have a left pointer initially pointing here, and then you have a right pointer initially pointing here. And whenever you see a smaller bar, you advance towards that direction. So first of all, we'll just have 1, right? And we'll have this last bar. Let's say the blue section is completely not there, right? In this case, what will be our area? So we will have 1 and we will have 7. So among these two, which is the smaller one? 1, right? And what is the width? So initially this is at 0 and this is at 8, right? And 8 into 1 will be your area. So as soon as we see that this bar is smaller, so we will move forward and then we will explore the other bars. Whereas in the right hand side, as soon as we see a bar which is lesser than the left hand side, then we will move towards the left. Okay, so let's quickly jump into the program. I'll explain it with the example, probably before jumping into the program, if that makes sense. Okay, let's look at this example. So I have 1, 8, 6, 2, 5, 4, 8, 3, and 7, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the two-pointer approach. The left is going to be 0 and right is going to be 8. Total length of the array is 8. 9. Yeah. And so while left is less than right, what we're going to do is we're just going to calculate the maximum area based on the minimum bar. So I'm just going to have a max area, which is 0. And what I'm going to do is max area is nothing but max of max area, which is currently 0. And then math.min of, I'll just say it as min, okay, of the current bar. So initially left is at 1 and right is 8, right? So this will be pointing to 1 comma 7. So 1 comma 7, 1 comma 7 into R minus L. So what is R? R is actually 8. 8 minus L is actually 0. So 8 minus 0 is 0. 8, right? So our max is going to be minimum of 1 comma 7 is 1 into 8, so maximum is going to be 8. Okay, so now which is the bar which is a smaller height? 1 is smaller height, right? So we'll advance the left pointer, so left pointer becomes 1. Okay, and so we'll calculate the max area. So max is nothing but the current max, which is 8, and then minimum of the current bars, which is 8 on the left hand side and 7 into R minus, which is left minus right. So right is actually 8 and left is actually 1. So 8 minus 1 is 7. Yeah. And so we see that maximum of 8, minimum of 8 comma 7 is 7. 7 into 7 is actually 49. So our new max becomes 49. Yes, and still we see that the left is actually greater and than the right. Right is smaller, so we'll decrement the right pointer. So right actually becomes 7. Okay, and then we'll calculate the maximum area. So maximum area is maximum of the current max, which is 49, and then min of current left and right heights. So it is 8 and comma 3 into or minus L, right? So 7 minus 1 is actually 6. Okay, and this is going to be again 49 because minimum of 8 comma 3 is going to be 3. 3 into 6 is 18, which is actually less than 49. And if you see right is actually right bar is actually less, so we'll decrement the right bar, so I mean right pointer, so it becomes 6, and max area becomes max of 49, and then minimum 8 remains the same because we have not moved further from the left hand side, whereas from 3 we have got another 8, and into r minus 1 is 5, r minus L, right? 6 minus 1 is actually 5. Okay, that is the width. And now we see again minimum of this is going to be 8. 8 into 5 is 40, which is still lesser than 49, so maximum area is going to be 49. And we can either move in either of the directions. Let's move towards the right, so we'll decrement 5, and max area is maximum of 49. When we have not moved left pointer, so it remains the same, whereas at right hand side we have come to 4, the bar 4, right? And so it becomes 4 into 3 into 4 because r minus L, so r right is actually 5 and left is actually 1, so 5 minus 1 is actually 4. So again this will return at 49 because minimum of 8 comma 4 is 4. 4 into 4 is 16, which is lesser than 49. So our bar is smaller than the left bar, so we'll decrement right, and so max area is equal to max of max area, which is 49, and then minimum of 8 remains the same, so 8, and then instead of 5 we've got 4. Sorry, instead of 4 we've got 5 now because right has been decremented, so 5, and then into or minus left, so 4 minus 1 is actually 3. Okay, and this is also going to return us 49 because minimum of 8 comma 5 is 5. 5 into 3 is 15, which is less than 49. So we'll decrement right again because 5 is less than 8, so right becomes 3, and then max area becomes max of 49 comma min of 8. 8 remains the same, and from 5 we have moved towards 2 actually, right? And 2 into or right is actually 3, left is actually 1, so 3 minus 2 is going to be 3 minus 1 is going to be 2. So again this is going to return us maximum as 49 because minimum of 8 comma 2 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4, which is less than 49. And right will decrement right because the bar 2 is lesser than bar 8, so right becomes 2. Okay, and then max area is actually max of the current max, which is 49, and then min of 8 remains the same, and instead of 2 we've got 6. Okay, into right minus left, so 2 is 2 minus 1 is actually 1. Okay, this is also going to return us the max, which is 49 because minimum of 8 comma 6 is 6. 6 into 1 is going to be 6, which is very less than 49. Okay, and right bar is less, so we'll decrement right, but this at this point of time right actually has become equal to left, so we have to come out of the loop, and then we'll return the maximum area, which is 49. Okay, and that is the answer. Okay, hope it's clear. Let's jump into the program and code this approach. So it's a two-pointer approach. So before that, let me do some sanity checks, like if height is equal to null, or height dot length this is equal to 0, then we are going to return 0. There can be no area at all. Then we will come and initialize left and right pointers. So this is height dot length minus 1, and then we'll have a max area which is initialized to 0. Now while the left pointer is less than the right pointer, what you'll do is we'll calculate max area. So max area is nothing but it's dictated by math dot max of the current max, which is max area, comma math dot min of the smaller bars, right, of height of the left bar and height of the right bar, okay, into width. Width is nothing but right minus left. Yeah, and then we have to see which direction we have to move forward. So if height of left, if this is less than height of right, then we will advance left pointer, else we will advance the right pointer in the leftward direction. That's why it's negative. Okay, and then we will return the maximum area once we have come over the entire array. Okay, it's accepted, it's submitted, and it's submitted. So that's it, guys. I hope you understand this clearly. And it's a two-pointer approach to maximum container problem. You have to just basically move forward in the smaller bar and accordingly manipulate the left and right pointers and calculate the maximum area. Bye, guys.